field at times in the game. What was going through your head during that game? Flying around, you got the pick in the end zone, that kind of thing.
Just dominating my box, giving our team a better chance to win. Because if all 11 guys dominate our box, we should win the game.
How do you think the secondary did when you looked at the film?
I think we did pretty good. We have lots of ways that we can improve in the back end. And I think we're going to do that this week in practice and get ready for the next task ahead.
How was Tosh in his first game as a defense coordinator?
He was pretty good. He got the calls communicated to us. We got it distributed, but as players, we have to do a better job of communicating the calls, making sure we're all on the same page.
I know Nick talked about wanting to clean up the tackling and stuff like that. What did you guys see in terms of some of the missed tackles and stuff?
Yes, sir. It was a lot of bad angles took and a lot of just things that we can get corrected easily. But just later in the game, as the game went on, we kind of got sloppy towards the end, and those are things that we can work on while being in practice.
Nick was talking about after the game there were several coverage busts. Their guys are wide open. How many do you think you guys had in terms of coverage busts?
I don't know how many we had, but we had a few, and that's just the lack of me not communicating the calls with the other guys. So I feel like I have to do a better job with that and making sure we're all on the same page.
How much do you have to communicate with Mac about that? Because he was talking about communication with him as well.
Me and Mac have to communicate a lot because he gets the call from Coach Toss, and he makes sure that I have the call in the back end, so I can distribute it out to all the guys.
What's the challenge? Walk us through. Obviously, maybe don't give us a play, but when you're trying to communicate on the field, how much time do you have to process what you need to do when you're looking across the line, that kind of stuff?
I don't know how many seconds, but it has to be very quick. I do know that it has to be very quick, but it's what we work on in practice, so it shouldn't be a big job. We just have to do a better job of it.
Is that communication the biggest improvement you guys need to make in the secondary?
Along with that and tackling, I feel like those are two big things that we have to focus on this week.
Just from your view, how did Savion and Trayvon look over there on the corners?
They did a pretty good job. When they got the call, they were able to play fast and compete, and I feel like they did a pretty good job.
How big a challenge do y'all have this week? Because they're obviously a pretty good passer and get a lot of yards.
Oh, yes, sir. They went over 500 total yards of offense, so they can distribute the ball very well, and they have a couple of guys that they can get outside on the perimeter and give the ball to, so we have to be ready to be able to cover those guys and get ready for a fast-paced game.
Nick talked about after the game motivation, guys going into the game kind of hearing what the other team is saying. How much did that factor in, especially some of those comments the receiver made? Did that factor into any of the DBs thinking going into it?
It didn't factor into it at all because no talking wins anybody a game. We have to worry about what they have to present on offense. So it was all about what we did to stop their offense, and none of the trash talking really mattered.
It seems like it doesn't take long for Saban to start thinking about the things that y'all didn't do well, the mistakes that you made, even though you won by 37. Are y'all kind of the same way? Do you get a locker room? How quick do y'all turn to, boy, these are things we can improve on?
As soon as the game's over with, because you see the ability that we have and what we can do, so the mistakes stick out bigger than the victory does, because if we get those little things corrected, we can be so much better than we are.
So you're not patting yourselves on the back and get yelled at by Saban?
Oh, no, sir. No patting on the back, because it's many and numerous ways that we can improve as a team.
Nick says there's obviously 24 hours to enjoy the win. How much do y'all actually get to enjoy the win when you think about it? Think about all the mistakes and that kind of stuff.
Not that long, 24 hours. But it's recommended that we take 24 hours. But when those 24 hours is up, we're on to the next opponent.
Matt said that he had taken some of the inside linebackers and tried to get as many extra film studies. Is that something you're doing with the defensive backs?
Yes, sir. With the DBs, amongst ourselves, we all have iPads. We download the film, so we're watching it when we're not here. And we get together. We probably come up here probably 2 days out of the week and just watch the extra film and see what we have to get fixed.
Do you ever just break stuff down with Max, considering you guys are both kind of the signal callers?
It's something that we need to do, so we're going to do that.
You go against Alabama's offensive practice, fall camp. How many playmakers do they have over there?
They have a lot, as you can tell. They have a lot, but they get us ready for the fast-paced games because we have the running back core, we have the receiving core, and it's very challenging going against those guys every day. They do a very good job of getting us ready for the competition.
How confident do you feel as the leader, someone who is going to communicate the plays?
We feel very confident because that's something that we have to do to make sure we give each other the best chance to dominate our box.
Were you thinking 7 when you picked off that ball in the end zone?
Just trying to get the offense in good field position.
Were you thinking about taking a knee, or was that like how quite quickly do you have to make that decision when you're?
You had to make it quick. I just wanted to run.
Maybe not thinking 7, but is there also a back of your mind thinking that, oh gosh, I got to get past the touchback line, and then I'm going to hear it from coach?
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.